Hello and good morning. I hope your coffee's hot this morning. Your tea just right. My name is Grover, and this is a nature news only edition of Grover Reads the News. I am wishing you, your neighbors, and strangers here and around the globe a moment of rest this week. In uncertain times and under pressure, I hope that we can find a moment to just be. Today is Wednesday, April 23rd, and I'm speaking to you from the past. I recorded this prequel to the best of nature episodes that I'm offering in my absence as I'm off on planned rest this week. I hope that they can bring you some new information if you are just joining us in the past couple of weeks, and hopefully some good perspective. I imagine, as you're listening to this, all kinds of hard things are unfolding in the world. And next week when I return, I'll report some of them back to you. Okay, and with that, let's hear some nature news. We have a news update that involves shoes, a kindergarten classroom, and a creature. Twice this month, a kindergarten class in Japan found a single shoe was stolen from the cubbyholes that store their indoor shoes. Police and staff were initially flummoxed when shoes started disappearing from the kindergarten in southwest Japan, not least because the quote, thefts were of single shoes, not pairs. Police set up security cameras, noticing another single shoe went missing from the kindergarten that night. Sifting through camera footage, they saw a weasel appear from behind a wall, sidle up to the cubbyhole, and make off with a single white shoe in its mouth, all in the space of about 10 seconds. This story was reported by Justin McCurry in The Guardian, and now I really want to know what the weasels do with the shoes. We have nature news on iguana travels. For decades, scientists have puzzled over how iguanas, which are native to the Americas, traveled across 1/5 of the Earth's surface, across the Pacific Ocean, and live now on the island of Fiji. Previous theories suggested that an extinct species of iguana rafted from the Americas without a clear timeline, while others proposed that the lizards migrated overland from Asia or Australia, said the lead study author, Dr. Simon Scarpetta, an assistant professor at the University of San Francisco. Findings were published this week in the journal Proceedings of the National Academy of Science, showing that the iguanas likely hitched a ride on vegetation across the Pacific Ocean between 34 million and 30 million years ago, settling around the same time as the volcanic formation of the Fijian Islands. To determine when iguanas arrived in Fiji, researchers analyzed the genes of 14 living iguana species. The team found that the closest living relative to the Fijian iguanas is a type of desert iguana native to the southwestern United States and northwestern Mexico. Fossil evidence further supports the idea that these iguanas originated in North America, as no fossils of desert iguanas have been found elsewhere in the world. Iguanas have already demonstrated an ability to survive long-distance ocean travel when 15 green iguanas appeared on the beaches of Anguilla in the Caribbean in 1995 on rafts of uprooted trees after a hurricane. They can stand the heat and the dehydration and eat the plants they're sitting on. They are brave and adaptive travelers, those iguanas. Finally, we have nature news about magpies and snails. How do we adapt to changing conditions under pressure? The Guardian News asked researchers what animal adaptations they've seen take place in the 21st century. Researchers reported that magpies use anti-bird spikes to make nests that protect them from crows. Magpies normally covered their dome-shaped nests with branches from thorny bushes to deter egg-thieving predators such as crows. Researchers have documented that magpies have started ripping out anti-bird spikes that humans have put on rooftops and fences, using them to build into their nest for protection for their eggs.
Researchers in the Netherlands found that snails living in the city centers had evolved shells with paler colors. Scientists believe this change is a result of warmer temperatures in the cities, which can be up to 14 degrees Fahrenheit higher than rural environments. Professor Menno Schutzulitzen, a Dutch evolutionary biologist, says, quote, snails inside dark shells tend to heat up more, risking death by overheating. Probably the pale shell color keeps the snails just cool enough on the hottest days of summer in the city. To document these changes, researchers used pictures of grove snails collected by thousands of citizen scientists in the Netherlands. There's a link to this article in the links at the bottom of the post or in the show notes, and the snails are beautiful and pale and brightly colored at the same time. There are many more ways that animals have adapted to stay alive despite the changing conditions that threaten their species. You can see the show notes for links to the full article with more information on adaptations of swallows, elephants, and more. This news summary was sourced from reporting by Patrick Greenfield at The Guardian.
Thanks for joining me to hear the news today. The news can be hard to face, but we don't have to do it alone. We can do it together. This episode was only reports about nature news. I hope it was a bit of a palate cleanser for you, and as I said, I'll be back with you next week. I hope you get some nature in a good way in your life this week, and I'll talk to you again soon. Until then, be well.